Hi, hello. Turn this up a bit. Cricket chirping. I think that's a cricket. I don't know. Anyway, hello. This is a guitar tutorial. Tallest man on earth. That's not me. That is the name of the guy who wrote the song. Interesting name. Every time I talk about him in conversation, I'm like, "Have you heard of the tallest man on earth?" They're like, "I mean, I think I've heard about it in passing, but why am I so interested in it?" The tallest man on earth is not the tallest man on earth. He's a songwriter, and he's really good songwriter. I like his stuff a lot. This is an earlier song of his called "Where Do My Bluebird Fly?" A really pretty song, like most, if not all, tallest man on. He has a few songs in standard, but like most of his songs, it's in an open tuning, a fairly strange open tuning. This is an open G minor tuning, and I've capoed at the first fret because my guitar was in open C sharp, so it was easier just to tune to open C sharp minor and just put a capo on the first fret because I'm lazy. So this is what you're gonna hear if you tune to this and you're just all your strings are open with no capo. Sorry if that's confusing, but I'm lazy. Your top string is going to be tuned to D. Your lower A string is tuned to G. Your middle D string stays the same. Your G string would be G in standard is still G in this tuning. That's tuned to G. Your B string is tuned to B flat or A sharp, whatever. And then your D string, your high D string is tuned to D. Yeah. Try to find a good level for this mic. It's like there's one, if I go just a little too, that's good there, maybe. We'll see. So yeah, you get this open G minor tuning, which is really interesting. And he does a lot more interesting, a little weirder tunings in his songs. But this is for this one. This is what this tuning is. So the beginning of this song, it's like that intro. See, that's a little hot. Whatever. Hopefully you can still hear me. So, what you're doing there, and I'm just going to go ahead and take this off so then I can talk about the fret numbers as they would be if there's no capo. And I have to retune anyway. Damn capo. Yeah, this would be an open F sharp minor tuning without the capo on there, but that's a useless piece of information. Open G minor is what you want to go to, unless you want to go to open F sharp minor, in which case drop everything down to a half step. Or drop everything down a half step, not to a half step. I'm talking into my guitar, so you probably can't even hear what I'm saying. It's good enough. Okay. So first, you're doing that little, what you got there, your pointer finger's on the third fret of your higher G string, what would normally be your G string in standard, and then your, what is that, my ring finger is on the fifth fret of my D string in the middle. My middle D string, that would be D if we were in standard. So then you just move that down one half step to where we had our ring finger on 5, pointer finger on 3. Now we have ring finger on the fourth fret of that D string and our pointer finger on the second fret of that G string. So, and that's just like an opening intro, and then he goes to these chords, which are all throughout the song. What you got here is your both lower D strings are fretted at the first fret, and then your highest D string is fretted at the third fret with your pinky. You can do it like this too, with your like right here. I'm using my middle and ring finger and pinky, and there's a reason for that. Here you can use your pointer, middle finger, and pinky if that's like easier, but you're not going to be able to do. You're not going to be able to slide into the next part as easily because in the next part you need your pointer finger free so that you can fret. Here, I'll show you the chord. You're gonna be fretting your lower 2 D strings on the 3rd fret with your middle and ring finger, and then your pointer finger needs to be free to go back to the 2nd fret of your G string. Giving you that chord because he slides into it. You can just do this. But see there, I caught my open D. That's because I can't stop my thumb. So yeah. I do it this way so that I can just keep my alternating thumb pattern going. I don't have to stop my thumb. You also get that nice sliding sound. Slide, nothing like a good slide. So yeah, you can just do this and then go like this and put your pointer finger down on the 2nd fret of your G string. So that section is. Into the song, or into the lyrics, I guess, the section that the lyrics are saying over, which is similar in sound, but different in how you actually play it. So what you're doing there, you're hammering on, and one thing I'll say, it's a finger picking song, and it's got an alternating thumb pattern. So you're kind of just keeping your thumb going on these 2 D strings the whole time. The whole bass pattern is on those 2 D strings, as far as I know. I think he does use that open G, that lower G on the intro. I wasn't. So you can get away with not doing that. But yeah, play either one. If you want to stay true to the tallest man on earth, which you should. I'm just lazy. Just use that G as your lower bass note. Then we go into the lyrical section where you're back to using your low D string. So. What's going on there? Alternating thumb pattern on those 2 Ds. Then over that, you're going to do this hammer on to the 2nd fret of your G string, your higher G string. And then you're going to put your pointer finger down on the 1st fret of your high D string. So the melody is. So you're doing hammer on, open A string, back to the 2nd fret G string, open A string again, and then open D. So, wait, no, I said that wrong. Sorry. Hammer on, open A, 2nd fret. Yeah, hammer on, open A, 2nd fret, open D. So that's what your pointer and middle fingers are doing. Then you're just doing like alternating between that. So open A, 2nd fret, open A, 2nd fret, and then 1st fret high D string with D sharp. Just kind of do that twice. That and then hit that 1st fret on your D string. these chords again. So that is the same chords from the opening. The 2 low D strings fretted at the 1st fret with your pinky on the 3rd fret of your high D string, and then 2 lower D strings moved up a whole step to the 3rd fret with your pointer finger back at the 2nd fret of your G string. So you stroke the setup, baby, of all the leaves upon the ground. And I know our song was all but healthy as I see dry leaves falling down. With all this fever in my mind. And yeah, for that chorus section, you're just kind of going back and forth. So, with all this fever in my mind, I could drown in your kerosene eyes. You're just a target in the sky. Where do my bluebird fly? And just back to that section. When you're singing "Where do my bluebird fly," you're just hanging on that 3rd fret chord. With your 2 lower D strings fretted at the 3rd fret, point your finger back at the 2nd fret of your G string. Where do my bluebird fly? And then on fly, you're going back to so yeah, I'll do a little section of the song, or I'll just start with the intro. Well, I know you stroke the setup, baby, of all the leaves upon the ground. And I know our song was all but healthy as I see dry leaves falling down. Oh, with all this fever in my mind, I could drown in your kerosene eyes. You're just a target in the sky. Where do my bluebird fly? Yeah, that's like the whole song. It's all sung over that same progression of chords. So get those and you got it. It's an interesting song. The finger picking pattern is not super straightforward. It can get a little confusing. Come on, MacBook. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. Alright. Sorry. Screen went black. But yeah, the melody's a little strange over the chords. It's a really beautiful song. It's one of those songs I heard on like I think it was Live KEXP. I didn't hear it on its album first. It was his Live KEXP session. And yeah, I was just like, whoa, I gotta learn that. That guitar part's so cool. The lyrics, I love The Tallest Man on Earth. I think he has written some really good lyrics, and it's one of those songs I don't really understand. I could probably spend more time dissecting it and trying to understand it more, which I probably should do. But it's just nice to exist as something I don't understand. But it might be because he's not a native English speaker, and this was his earlier stuff. Or it could have some very deep meaning to him that I just don't understand, which is fine. That's how some songs are. But yeah, I love that song. So great. Great guitar part, great songwriter. Tallest Man on Earth. Check him out more if you haven't. There are a couple songs that I've learned of his, and hopefully I can teach you those as well, because he does some interesting stuff, mostly in the world of open tunings. Yeah, big fan of open tunings. I think I've said that before in a video in the past, but this is a new video, so anyway, that's about all I can think to say about that song. Yeah, hope it helps. Thanks for watching. Hit me up with any concerns. Bye.